If you pray, believe in God, or need a breakthrough, please stop scrolling. Please just tap in with me really quick. This is important. I'm trying to keep myself composed a bit, but hope I got your attention. I want to highlight the importance of praying for your friends. Prayer, the unseen, God. I'm reminded of the song by Kendrick Lamar. I don't know if it's called Ain't Nobody Praying For Me, but he references this a couple times in his music. He talks about his grandma being dead, so ain't nobody praying for me. And then he says it in another work that he does. Ain't nobody praying for me. And then recently, I heard somewhere in the internet verse about the concept of the importance to pray for your friends. And I think this thing in general is grossly overlooked. To live, to move, to do what you do in this life without giving acknowledgement to God, the unseen, where things come forth from. All things seen come from the unseen. And to not be mindful of that is foolish. Your mom raised you better than that. Your father raised you better than this. Your grandparents raised you better than this. Regardless if you wholeheartedly take in the religion, you were raised better. You were prayed for. Somebody closed their eyes, went to the creator of all things on your behalf. And I pray that sticks with us, that we can lift up one another and not just give wise advice, good advice, talk about them behind their back, try to give them, what the internet says or what your favorite, influencer says, or, even what your pastor says. It's all good. Maybe that's what you're led to do at a particular time, but to go before God, to take your precious time to go before God, on behalf of somebody else is a gift. It's power. It moves things. It changes things. Not just for you, not just for them, but for all those that are in their sphere. If I'm changed, everywhere I go is changed. If I improve, I could take that light of that improvement, that growth, and impact more around. And you literally changed the world. We could always give some advice that wasn't even asked for. Some good advice that may have worked for you, but is not fitting in that situation. But there's something about this prayer. There's something about being moved and led by the Spirit and not just by your own thoughts, mind, and wisdom, which are valid. There's a greater wisdom. There's a greater intelligence. There's a greater love. There's a greater power that we can access at any time if we will take our time and value it enough to just sit with it on behalf of others. And in this sitting right here, man, I was led to something. I was led to even push past my judgment and my ego and to lift up somebody who I held in negative regard. Why am I doing that? Why am I holding somebody in this place? Because they offended me in some way. Because they did something I didn't agree with. And I feel above it. I feel better than it. Well, how can you have effect on it, brother? You gonna sit here and just talk shit in your mind about this person? Or are you gonna love them like you love yourself? Are you gonna pray for them like you pray for yourself? Are you better? Are you cut from a better cloth? You just a better person. You just more spiritual. No, man. They are me and and I'm them. And if I really love my neighbor as myself, man, I'll change the world.